Hey everyone! Today I have an easy technique to share with you, one that has been out for ages, but can you believe this is the first time I'm trying it? All you need is 3 ink refills and a baby wipe, and you can create a beautiful fall card idea. I'm going to be using my Beauty of Friendship stamp set, but you can use any stamp set you have on hand. Shall we get started? If this is the first time you're visiting my channel, hi, I'm Terri from nutsaboutsstamping.com. I love sharing techniques and project ideas for rubber stamping, paper crafting, and scrapbooking with you each week. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button and the bell beside it so that you'll be the first to be notified when my next video goes live. Be sure to watch all the way through my video for my bonus tips and design ideas. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator yet, I would love for you to choose me. I'll link to my online stores in the description box for this video. Now, let's get going on this colorful technique. Let's have a quick look at the Beauty of Friendship stamp set first. I have used this set a lot in the past for the phrases, because I think the phrases are versatile for so many different occasions. But I don't tend to use the tree images until fall comes around, which is why I'm using it today. You can combine the phrases with the images, and you can layer these. These are 2-step stamping images, and I'll show you how to do that using today's technique. The first thing I want to do is create a phrase for the front of my card. It's going to be a layer. I've taken the Thinking of You stamp from the Beauty of Friendship stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it with Old Olive because that is one of the colors I'm going to be using on today's card. So I'm going to ink this up, stamp it down, and then just move it out of the way so that we can get started on the technique. So I'm going to put my baby wipe on the largest clear block I have because obviously baby wipes are wet. So if I put it on my grid paper and then added the re-inkers, which I'll show you in a second, it's going to soak right through several layers of my paper, which means that they're really not fun to use. So by using a clear block, the liquid in the baby wipe won't soak through. You could also use the front of a stamp set or the inside of a stamp set, perhaps, for this same idea. So I've decided to use 3 different colors of re-inkers. I'm going to use Crushed Curry, Old Olive, there's that color again, and Pumpkin Pie. So I'm going to start with my darkest color, and what I'm going to do is put several drops onto my baby wipe, like so. Just a tip for you is think about the size of the stamp that you'll be using and make sure that the area of coverage is larger than that, or you're going to run into trouble. Next, I'm going to use Pumpkin Pie and put some drops of that in. And then the last is the Crushed Curry. And with the Crushed Curry, I'm going to fill in all the sort of baby wipe white areas showing through, like so. Now the layer that I'm going to stamp on is going to be very vanilla, and I'm going to start off by stamping the tree base 3 times using soft suede. So I'm going to start off with my middle, and then I'm going to stamp on either side, making it kind of like a little forest. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to use that in a minute, but what I want to do now is get on to my stamping. So I've got the 2 tree top images from the stamp set, and what I'm going to do is ink up the stamp using my baby wipe, and then I'm going to stamp it down on the tree base, and then I'm going to do a second time, And then I'm going to do a third time. And that creates really cool, beautiful fall color treetops, doesn't it? Now I'm going to take the second stamp and I'm going to stamp as close as I can on top. And that just adds a little bit of depth and dimension to the first stamp that I've created. And there we go. Now I could keep going. I mean, this is still damp. I could do a second card, perhaps a third and a fourth card. But for the purposes of this video, I wanted to show you how to create your own ink pad using the re-inkers or the ink refills and a baby wipe. So let's carry on and finish off this card. So the next thing I want to do is stamp the base of the tree, and I'm going to use Crumb Cake. I want to use a little bit lighter color because I don't really want to draw the eye away from the beautiful treetops. So I'm just going to stamp this 3 times, like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this on a piece of designer series paper. This particular pattern paper that I chose is from the Boughs of Holly designer series paper. I think the paper pack was really designed for Christmas cards. There's some other patterns and colors that really lend themselves well towards Christmas. But I like the versatility of this pack because you can also use it for other occasions as well. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal and attach this layer to the designer series paper, like so. And that pulls, again, the old olive color up and makes it quite visible. And then I've decided that my card base is going to be soft suede, which again is the color that I used on the tree trunk for this project. And there we go. Now, let's attach the phrase. Now, I find this card quite flat. There's not a lot of dimension to it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use some mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to pop up the phrase. And I'm going to put my phrase over like this. Now let's talk embellishments. Well, I'm kind of stuck between 2 choices. I have these elegant faceted gems, and then I have these rustic metallic adhesive backed dots. I don't know, which one would you use? Why don't you leave me a comment in the description box under this video and let me know which one of these 2 would you choose, or maybe you would choose something different. I would love to know. I think this card needs a little bit of sparkle though, so I'm going to use some of these elegant faceted gems, and I am going to put one here. I'm going to put one there. And I think I'm going to use this last small one. I don't know. I think I'll put it like so. And I have a quick question for you. Would you like to learn other techniques that you can create cards with using your re-inkers? If you would, let me know in the description box below. All you have to do is say, yes, I would like that. And that will be my hint to keep on digging for other techniques to share with you. If you would like a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurements for the layers, head on over to my blog. What I'll do is I'll leave a link to my blog article in the description box under this video. You can click on it, link over there, and you can see how to make this card. I'll have a complete listing of the supplies and the measurements, and also the ordering numbers in case you would like to order the Beauty of Friendship to use at home as well. I'm Terry. I'm nuts about stamping. I'll see you at the next video. Bye for now.